welcome once again my dear student for this maths class. In this week we are going to see all the things on the board. In previous 3-4 lessons we have studied through the presentation because it was the work, it was the study which can be done easily through the presentation. Now we are going to start something new, the old lesson but in the another way. In previous classes, whatever we have studied, just I will write it down here. The name of a lesson, the major part was of number work. In number work, we have studied many things, and I hope you would have understood this. In number work, what we have seen? First, numbers in tens and unit form. In tens and unit form. Then what we had seen? Then we have seen the numbers with their place value. We have seen the numbers in place value form. We have seen ascending and descending order. Ascending and descending order. This is also part which we had seen. Ascending and descending. Then we had seen expanded form. This is also part we have learned. And one more thing we had studied, that was comparing numbers. So these are the various things we had seen in previous classes. Comparing numbers. What was the thing? Tens and unit form. Then place value of the underlined digit, ascending and descending order, expanded form, and comparing numbers. I hope all those points, whatever we had discussed, whatever we had learned, you would have understood it in better way. In case if you find any difficulty, we'll go through once again when the school begins. Let's hope, let's pray to the God that school begins early. But by the time we have studied this many points within this 3-4 lessons, we moved fast because just we are revising the things whatever we had studied in standard second. Now you are all are in standard third, and you will be enjoying this part through the online classes. Today in this maths class, my dear student, we are going to learn a new lesson, a lesson which is very important, will remain forever in maths. Everything remains forever, but this is very important part, that is addition. Now this word addition is not new for you at all. Word addition is not new for you at all because we have studied the part of addition in all 2 classes where we have gone for. So in addition, we will see the meaning of addition right from it. Then when the operation of addition to be used, what is the use of addition and how to perform it by using different techniques. So here this is very important lesson. When you are in standard second, we took lot of time over this lesson. So similarly here we will spend some more time for this part of addition. So let's see the meaning of addition. In this corner you can see here I have drawn one symbol. This symbol is not something, a picture. This is very important symbol, the symbol of addition. This is the symbol of addition or plus. We know that symbol because we are well familiar with that symbol. So today we are going to see the part of addition. What is the meaning of addition, my dear student? Yes, it is correct that whatever you said, the meaning of addition is to find the total or to find the collection of the given objects. To find the total. The word total or in all, altogether, together, these are the very important words when it comes to addition. So when we do the operation of addition, we find a total of given collection. Suppose I have 5 mangoes and my brother has 6 mangoes. I have not drawn here picture, it takes little time, but I am giving here example of mangoes. I have 5 mangoes and my sister has 6 mangoes. Both are having different numbers of mangoes, the various numbers of mangoes. I kept my mangoes in my one box. In my box, that side sister has kept. Now somebody asks me, what is the total number of mangoes do both of you have? Both means I and my sister. So in that time, one question arises in my mind. Now how to find how many mangoes do we have in all? So in that time, in that case, I remembered the operation of addition. I got the idea, if I have to find out the total of any collection or any objects, I have to do the operation of addition, and that is very simple meaning of addition. So while doing the addition, what is to be done? There are two ways to arrange the number in any operation, that is horizontal arrangement or by finding it in vertical arrangement. Both the ways are correct, both the methods or arrangements are correct, but normally we prefer this arrangement of addition or subtraction because this is very simple arrangement and it is very systematic too. So I prefer this arrangement. Now what has to be do with this part? This has to be taken because it is the meaning, it is a symbol of addition, and without this the numbers are incomplete. If you keep like this only the numbers 5, 6, no one can say this, what is to be done, what are this ways, what numbers, why the numbers are written, so many questions. But when you write, when you draw this symbol, then it is very clear that I have to add the numbers, these two numbers I have to add. Now by which way? By using fingers, possible, by drawing lines, possible, and many other, by taking the objects, original objects. Many ways you can use to do the addition in this way, in this 2-digit number or 1-digit number. So for me, what I will do, I have learned in standard second the way of counting forward, the method of counting forward. I hope I know that everyone knows the method of counting forward. We practice it whenever it is maths class. We practice the counting forward as well as counting backward. So counting forward means start from 1 and ends on 100. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and so on. This is the way of counting forward, normal way of counting. So here how do I will use it? I have to add these two numbers 5 and 6. So how can I use that counting forward method? Easily, I have to count 6 fingers after 5. Now why both numbers can't be added or can't be counted? Very easy, that the first number whichever is given, we can consider it that is counted, already counted. 5 fingers are already counted. So no need to count it again. Or you can say like 6 fingers are already counted. So no need to count 6 fingers. So there are how many fingers? If you are consider 5 fingers are counted, then count only 6 fingers. And if you are consider that 6 counted, then only count 5 fingers. But while counting, if I think that 5 is already counted, so I have to count 6 fingers. But while counting that 6 fingers, I have to start counting after 5. Because I assume that 5 is already counted, 5 is finished. So after 5, whatever comes, after that 5 number, I have to count 6 fingers. So if I count after 5, 6 fingers, let's count after 5 number 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and 11.